Welcome back, and joining us now is Andrew Padoa from Sasfin Wealth for a look at what's played out on the market scene. Andrew, thank you so much for your time today. Now, just a few days ago, we were dealing with a sell-off in precious metals. A few days later, here we are dealing with a sell-off in tech and software shares. What's behind the latter? Are earnings just surprising to the downside?
When it comes to the tech space, I think it's just concerns about AI and how it's going to disrupt technology companies and software companies. Our view is that it's overdone. I think Jensen Huang from NVIDIA even said something similar. He doesn't think AI is going to take out software companies. There's so much more than just building the software. It's the data, it's protecting it, it's making sure everything works, it's the relationships, it's when something goes wrong, the ability to fix it. So there's a lot going on, but I think it's a bit overdone. Markets are just very jittery at the moment.
Yeah. So are you viewing this as a potential buying opportunity for some of those stocks?
I think you need to be very selective. I think it's a stock picker's market in that space, but the short answer is yes. I think there are opportunities emerging, and investors should be paying attention to the space.
Yeah, and we wait and see, because we do get the Alphabet's numbers after the bell today. Now, while earnings season is in full swing internationally, back home corporate updates are rolling out as we prepare for results, right? Let's kick things off with Vodacom. Egypt, still the star performer, really a key revenue driver there. But on the other side, locally, things not shaping up as well. We do know that the prepaid market is quite competitive. So I guess these numbers expected, right?
I think so, Ntaoling. Kudos to Vodacom for recognizing, things in South Africa were slowing down. It was flat. They needed to go offshore to get the growth. A lot of companies in South Africa have gone offshore to try and get the growth, and then they've looked like they've been punched in the nose by Mike Tyson. So, great to see Egypt giving us 40 to 45% growth. It's about it's about 25% of Vodacom's total revenue, but it's enough to move the needle when it's growing at 40 to 45%. So I thought these results were good, very good. The shares have re-rated a lot, though, in the last 12 months, though. So the share price reaction to today's results were relatively muted.
Yeah. I think the last time I checked, it was down like 0.5%, and I think that's changed as markets have closed. Let's look at Sappi, right? A company that's really been operating in a tough market, right? You look at Sappi, you look at Mondi, both of them aren't doing quite well. Sappi, in the meantime, posting a loss in the December quarter. As I mentioned there, that sector really not performing well. And I guess the stronger rand is also now, eating into the company's earnings. What did you make of that result and how the group has been faring? I mean, when will the tide turn for a company like Sappi?
Yeah, shame. It's such a tough one. We had results from Rainbow Chicken and everything's going so nicely there. And then you've got Sappi where everything's just going wrong. It's just the perfect storm. And a lot of this is outside of their control. It's just the business that they're in. You've got structural decline in paper in Europe. You've got a strong currency, lower prices for paper. They've had some issues with their manufacturing plants in North America. Just a lot going on. And it's just been a tough environment. The shares have really had a rough time the last couple of months, as has Mondi. So it's the sector. It's not unique to Sappi. The shares were up about 4% or so today. So I think a lot of the bad news was effectively priced in. So it's not about how good the results are. It's about what the results look like compared to the expectations of the market.
So they weren't,
clearly they were slightly better than expected.
Yeah, not as bad as many analysts had predicted or expected. All right, you mentioned there Rainbow Chicken. The poultry sector, right? We're looking at the paper, the pulp sector, not doing well in terms of fundamentals, everything against that sector. But over in the poultry sector, we have the structural changes, the structural shifts really giving those companies a boost from the end of load shedding. And then on the other side, we have those input costs coming down, and that really working in the favor of a company like Rainbow Chicken. Not much detail to that update, but what do you make of the performance? I mean, they expect earnings to double.
Yeah. No, I think you nailed it. You've covered everything. Great trading statements, effectively doubling earnings. Like you said, there's been a lot of positive things happening in South Africa the last few years. And with what's been going on with Trump and the volatility he's created, and we've seen what gold and precious metals have done. I don't think South Africa's done anything special. We just right place, right time. We're a mining house. We sell gold and platinum, and the world wants it. So I think there's some opportunities emerging with South Africa incorporated stocks. The picks and shovels to the gold and the platinum space. The SA Inc. stocks are starting to look interesting. Interest rates are coming down. We've had ratings upgrades. The rand is strong, so for companies like food producers, it's very positive.
Yeah.
So I think Rainbow Chickens, they're on a single-digit PE. There's a lot of interesting SA stocks that we should be paying attention to, and I think this is one.
All right. You talk about interesting SA Inc. stocks, and I'm wondering whether you're choosing one of those companies as your stock picks. I mean, I know you as someone that usually goes offshore.
Yeah, I'm going offshore again, but that doesn't mean there's opportunities in SA. So maybe next time I'm on, we'll pick an SA stock, I promise.
Okay.
But my pick tonight is Airbus. I think just going back to that software stuff that we were discussing earlier, competition kills profits, substitution eliminates your business. So I've gone with the company Airbus. Doesn't have a lot of competition. They've got one competitor, Boeing, that's kind of bumbling along, and they're not going to be disrupted by AI. That's the executive summary.
Yeah.
They've got 8,000 planes they need to build. It's going to take them 8 years, so you've got visibility for some time. So I don't think it's going to necessarily shoot the lights out, but I think it's a low risk, good option.
All right, let's leave it there. Andrew, thank you so much for your time and taking us through trade this evening. That was Andrew Padoa from Sasfin Wealth.